hey there. Well, hi there. Well, ho there, Travel Start family. It's Liz from Travel Start. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We know that you can spend your time in travel absolutely anywhere, and that you decide to do it with us just makes my heart happy. So thank you guys so much for that. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming part of the Travel Start family. As you guys know, we are working to build a community of positive, like-minded travelers, people that want to get out, see the world, but also want to be a part of a community or a family. So if that's you, please consider becoming part of the family. And also, let your friends and family know that we're out there so that our family can grow. Our numbers are actually up on Facebook. We're 1,100 likes, and we did have some growth on YouTube, so that's great. Keep it coming. Let's keep growing. We can build something amazing together. Okay, so as I said on my last video, I go out of my way to not post the depressing, sad type of content. But I had this post that I put up on our Facebook page, Travel Start 67, asking what keeps you guys from traveling, and we actually got a nice response from that. But the top two answers were time and money, right? You guys probably could have guessed that without me telling you. If you have the time, you don't have the money, and if you have the money, you don't have the time, right? And when is it going to be a good time for you to spend time with your family? But having said that, I feel like having a conversation about finance is timely. Okay, so as I am doing research for how to build this company and let people know Travel Start is out there, I've been watching a lot of videos about how to grow. And a lot of the admonition has said, you know, be yourself, be authentic, be transparent, don't talk about health issues, on and on and on and on. But what happens when those three things are not congruent with one another? As you guys know, I live with chronic gastrointestinal issues. It's a lifelong thing. It's never going to go away. There's not a day in my life that goes past that I don't have pain, fatigue, etc. dealing with the health issue. Some days are better, some days are worse, some parts of the day are better, some parts of the day are worse, and sometimes it's not a day or a week, sometimes it's a month, you know, I just don't know. So I figured that in order to be myself and to be transparent, there is going to have to come a time where I talk a small amount about the fact that I have the health issue. And I don't want to lead with that, but I bring it up in this context only to say that when you have health issues, you miss time from work, and when you miss time from work, your finances tend to go up and down. Not to mention, and this is worth saying, we've moved twice in the past year. Well, I will say from September of 2018 to August of 2019, we had 2 moves, and we bought a house. And so moving is expensive, so we had that. And then on top of the move, when we moved into the house about a month later, our shower, there was a leak in the master bedroom, and that was a mess. So the insurance company paid out a certain amount, and then we had to come up with the deductible, which we are still working on the deductible money. And then we had leak remediation come out. We had the people from the home warranty come out. We had 3 different contractors, and every single person that came out came up with a completely different spot that caused the leak. Like, everyone had a different idea. So it's an expensive something to take care of what's happening in our bathroom, was my point. So when I say that our family understands that sometimes finances can, you know, can have their ebbs and their flows, and that with health issues, we totally understand, I mean that. I also think that sometimes when people reach out, they reach out for quotes and things, they can be a little timid about saying, you know, this is my budget and it has to stay within this area and what. Not all people are like this, but some people are. I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes people finance trips via a company called Uplift or another company like that. So basically they run your credit. You have to have a certain credit score. I don't think you can have any bankruptcies, and you know, if you meet their qualifications, then typically you can finance your vacation and pay it off monthly. Sometimes people put it on a credit card, and sometimes people put it on 3 credit cards. Other times someone will save for several years and then pay the whole thing off all at once. Sometimes people will use their tax returns and just pay for their vacation up front, or vacations. Other times people make monthly payments and then have a balloon payment at the end, or some people put down a large amount up front and then do monthly payments from there on out, or some combination of all of the stuff that I just said. Sometimes you pay for the hotel now, then you rent the car and you pay for the car when you go on the vacation, and then you pay for the airfare, before you go on your trip. Sometimes you have to kind of spread things out so that everything doesn't hit you at once. So there's typically a creative way to pay for your vacations. But I do know that there sometimes is this, I don't know, like maybe a discomfort when it comes to talking about finances, and people don't want to bother you. I don't want to be a bother. Don't want to bother you. I don't have the money for it right now, so I don't want to bother you. Or I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford this, or when. I don't know if all these people are going to come with me. I just have an idea. And I just want to put your minds at ease and say that's the purpose of having a travel pro or your travel BFF at your fingertips, right? You call, you say, this is what I'm thinking, how much do you think this is going to cost? And we price it out for you. Or you call and say, hey, we're having the family reunion, and instead of going on the picnic and having people barbecuing and everybody has to do all this cleanup and everyone has to travel this long way, I figure maybe we could just do it on a cruise ship, right? And I'm wondering what that would cost. I have a sorority, I'm part of this sorority, and we do this trip every year, and every year we go to X place, and whatever that place is, oh, I'm so tired of going to X place. I thought maybe we could do like a 3 or 4 day cruise or whatever it is, or an all-inclusive. And so that's kind of the point of having the travel pro. It does not cost you more money to have a travel pro, as we've talked about in other videos, involved. Usually we can get rid of places you might have gone that probably would have had some issues, or are known areas that you might not want to do that. We can price it all out so that you know what it is up front, and then we can pick and pull things out or add things in as needed. So that's one part of financing a trip. The other part is people that come in and know what they want, they have the money up front. This is all that I want, and sometimes we're able to give them perks, and that makes me super happy. I just like to have people happy. So anyhow, all of those things happen. But the biggest thing is when you are calling for a travel pro where you're thinking, I might need a little help on this one, it doesn't cost you more to have a travel professional. Whereas, let's just say you call Carnival directly and you book with them directly, the amount that they would have paid out to the travel professional is simply, they still charge you that amount, but they keep that money. So it makes sense to help a small business. It makes sense to book with a travel professional, and it makes sense to have the backing, because what if you call and you can't get a hold of Carnival at 2 o'clock in the morning when there is a problem, right? It's just the way things are. But finance-wise, sometimes the travel pro knows ways around some of the issues that you may be saying, oh my gosh, I want to go on this vacation, but I go on this website and they want like $3,000 down, and I can come up with $3,000, but it's going to take me several months to do that. And if I keep the money in my pocket, something is going to come up and take that money away. And sometimes we have ways where we can still book the trip without having the big $3,000 fee. It doesn't always happen, but it's always nice, and it doesn't cost you anything to ask, right? So anyways, from the sincerest and kindest and warmest place in my heart, we are not here to judge you. We're here to help you get on vacation, and here to help inspire you to go, and also to inspire you to go on vacation with us. So that's all. Anyhow, I hope that this resonates with you. I hope that you found it helpful. I hope that you can feel my heart on this one. And until the next time, I just wish you lots of warmth and well wishes and gratitude and laughter and joy and just great, great memories. And we'll see you on the next video, okay? Bye, guys. Bye.